Welcome to the Dirty Lazy Girl podcast. I'm Stephanie Laska, best-selling author and creator of Dirty Lazy Keto.
And I'm Tamara Snezik, professor of sociology. We believe there are many paths, often unconventional, to achieve your goals. But we get stuck thinking we have to follow experts and fixed set of rules.
Well, as the leader of the Dirty Lazy Keto Facebook support group with over 200,000 members, I see people are hungry for a fresh approach, not just for weight loss, but to help live their very best life. Season 2 of the Dirty Lazy Girl podcast will provide lifestyle advice, lots of fun support, and practical tips to help you at home. Because you know what? You don't have to be perfect to be successful. Join us.
Okay, Stephanie, I want to eat vegetables and I buy vegetables, but the problem is honest, I end up, about half of them end up rotting in my refrigerator and I have to throw them out because I don't use them quickly enough. I don't know. I think sometimes I just get lazy and it's like, if, I want a quick snack and it's like, I don't want to wash and cut. I sound so lazy, don't I? And then I ended up eating something that I shouldn't. So I need some hacks to make, meet my veggies.
Well, we're going to romance the vegetable today, Tamara. I'm going to introduce you to my love affair because I'm having a serious love affair with my vegetables. It's not because I love them, Tamara. It's because I love that they've helped me with my weight loss.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's that simple. And I'm going to tell you all my embarrassing secrets today, but
that's good. I need it.
It's just really bad.
Yeah.
I eat huge portions of food. Okay. It is embarrassing. It is not ladylike, the amount of food that I eat.
I don't think you're alone.
Well, I might be, but the truth is I have found that if I eat boatloads of vegetables, it slows down my eating.
Yeah.
And you know what? Here's the thing. I used to think vegetables were punishment. My whole life,
yeah,
I thought that. But now I've determined that they are my life preserver. And they are my secret weapon. So I'm going to try to just share all my embarrassing stories and secrets today to help anyone who might be struggling with trying to eat more vegetables.
Yeah, because we all need to eat it. Because eating your vegetables, there's a lot of really good reasons. I mean, weight loss is just one of them. One of the things is that, as food products go, this has the best bang for your buck. It's super low in calories. A celery is not even 5 calories. And in fact, I've heard some vegetables, the energy to chew them is more you burn more calories than are actually in the vegetables, and yet they're filling. So you get full on almost no calories. So it's great in that regard.
Well, that must be the reason why it helps my blood sugar stay balanced. I mean, I don't have diabetes, but I definitely feel my blood sugar being even when I eat vegetables.
Yes.
And then that helps prevent those kind of cravings where I want sugary stuff.
Yes. And let's face it, as we said in other episodes, it keeps you regular.
Are you talking about poop again,
Yes,
Tamara?
I am. Veggies poop? Make you poop.
Okay. Just putting it out there.
Yes. And they also have just a ton of vitamins and minerals for just all kinds of good health. Healthy skin, healthy teeth, healthy muscles. I mean, there's a reason why you're encouraged to eat your vegetables.
I definitely feel a lot more energy.
Yeah.
When I eat healthier.
Yeah, me too. And they hydrate you also. Because there's a lot of water in a lot of vegetables. So you don't realize how much water you get from that. I know I've been eating more vegetables lately, and I feel like, I don't know what the research is, but a reduction in inflammation. Mm-hmm. I'm not as stiff waking up. My arthritis isn't acting up as much. So there's something to that. And there is a lot of medical research out there, right? About what it can do for you.
Probably.
I know. Okay. I know there's even some studies that say it reduces cancer. The high fiber content is actually certain kinds of stomach cancers. It reduces that.
Well, honestly, Tamara, I'm not motivated by any of these examples that we just gave.
You mean living longer?
Okay, like high blood pressure, cancer, heart disease. I'm going to just be super honest.
Yeah.
None of that motivates me to eat vegetables. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
I hate it when people tell me that things are good for you, so you have to do them. In fact, that probably makes me do the opposite.
Yeah.
I remember as a child, my mom every day would pack like sliced carrots in my lunch.
Yeah.
And I would get to school, throw it away.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's how pathetic and sad I am.
No, a lot of kids do that. We don't frame it as yummy food at all. So I'm sure there are a lot of you out there. I'm sure we are not alone in not being motivated or to eat our vegetables, and we may want to change in mindset about how we think about vegetables or what they can do for us.
Well, definitely you got to fake it till you make it if this is an area that people are challenged with.
Yeah.
But first, let me just tell you real quickly, in my new cookbook, the Dirty Lazy Keto Cookbook, Bend the Rules to Lose the Weight, I actually thought of this issue in mind, and I put a little icon on the certain recipes that were heavy in the fiber, where you could eat a lot of it, and it would help you stay full. And there's an icon, a little symbol. It looks like a bowl for people who eat a lot, like me.
Wow. Yeah, seriously.
It's called Perfect for Volume Eaters. So I just wanted to throw that out there, because this is an issue. I eat a lot, and the vegetables really help me.
Yeah, they allow you to eat high volume, so you feel full and good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 7 Dirty Lazy Girl practical tips that you can try at home to incorporate more vegetables in your diet.
Well, we're going to get really technical here, Tamara. I spent like hours thinking about these topics because I take this seriously.
Yeah, no, it's important.
So this first one, this one's yours, so take it away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we call this dip and dunk 'em.
Dipping it and dunking it. Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, one of the things we should just face head on is that I think there are a lot of people who say, I don't like the taste. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I don't sit around craving a radish. Or broccoli.
So what do you do that helps you?
Dip and dunk 'em. I mean, vegetables are to me way yummier when you dip it in something.
Like, what do you dip yours in?
Cucumber dip, guacamole, salsa, cheese dip, hummus. I mean, the possibilities are endless depending on, your dietary needs and what you want. But there's always something, ranch dressing, whatever it is. Oh my God, ranch dressing makes everything taste good.
That's so funny.
Don't you think?
So here's the thing. Like, I like dipping, and I can't even say it properly. I love to dip and dunk.
Yeah.
But I told the listeners I was going to be honest today. Yeah. I have a lot of trouble with portion control sometimes. Mm-hmm. And if I start dipping into things that are maybe too delicious, like for me, I'm just talking about myself, but things like hummus, cream cheese, or peanut butter, I will eat probably a cup or two. Yeah. I can't stop.
Yeah.
So for me, what I've done to help manage that issue for myself is I buy those individually portioned containers.
Me too.
And I save them, though, only for special occasions. Yeah. So I don't eat them every day, but I'll, like at the movies or a car trip or the plane, because it's like a 2 tablespoon serving size for some of those dips.
Yeah, because you can.
I will eat it all. And I mean, let's face it, then I'm negating. For me, it's more about weight loss and filling. I mean, obviously, there's other reasons to eat vegetables. Yeah. But for me, I have to kind of manage that for myself.
And there are some, like, I don't know, on a lot of diets, salsa is something you can have in unlimited. It's not quite as tasty as ranch dip.
Well, everybody's different, right? I mean, for me, I would still avoid salsa.
You would?
I would, because it's still, for me, something I would overeat.
Yeah. So I think this idea still applies even if you tend to overdo the dip. Just make sure you do the dip in little portions.
Like, choose dips that work for you.
Yes.
Be aware.
Yes.
Like, for me, I was thinking about what dips can I have like crazy without stopping myself. And I thought of egg salad or tuna fish salad, which might sound weird to someone else. But for me, I won't go crazy with that. I can dip cucumber or celery into those salads without overdoing it.
Yeah.
Calorie-wise.
Yeah. So I think the best strategy for making it taste good is just pair it with a dip.
Pair it.
Yeah.
And then I have one last strategy, because this is a very serious topic.
Okay.
Because I really take my eating seriously, people. But I have a every other dipping strategy. Okay. Now don't laugh, but I consciously will tell myself dip once and eat, and then the next one is raw. Dip once with the dip, and then the next one. Do you see what I'm doing there?
Then you cut it.
I slow it down.
It also makes you...
It's very childish.
It's mindful eating.
It works for Stephanie.
Yeah, it makes you more aware, because, I do have to admit, that is the downside of the dipping, is that...
Well, then I might end up eating, like, cups of dip.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do.
Yeah, but that's a good strategy.
It's the every other dipping.
Yeah.
And some good ones for that, I like, because you mentioned some of your favorites, I like hot artichoke dip.
Ooh, that's yummy.
Did you say guacamole?
I did, but you can say it
guacamole.
Again.
Yeah, we can always have more of that. A spinach dipped tzatziki sauce, Greek. Oh, I love that. Ranch dressing, of course. And then my husband's favorite is the Buffalo Bill's chicken dip, which is in the cookbook.
Well, you know which one I've recently discovered is the Frank's wing sauce.
Oh, hello. What do you put that on?
With vegetables. I was just...
What? That is not good at all. No, nothing else, just hot sauce?
Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
It wasn't bad. And
okay.
You mix in a little sour cream, and then you have
the sour cream. Now you're talking.
A spicy sour cream.
Well, that leads me to number 2. This is my favorite strategy, which is what you just led me into.
Okay.
I call this fattening up your vegetables.
Okay.
So some people may not think vegetables taste good, but my strategy is to add fat to all my vegetables.
Yeah.
And I do that intentionally. I cook all vegetables with either butter, ghee, oil. I'll mix it with mayonnaise, Alfredo sauce, bacon, nuts, pesto, any fat to make vegetable taste better.
Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of people like the keto diet, is because it does encourage you to eat fat, or it doesn't discourage you from eating fat.
I think you need to eat more fat. Personally,
yes.
Me that helps.
Yes, and I don't eat enough fat because it keeps you full.
It really does.
It makes vegetables taste really...
That's the whole point,
really
right?
Good.
I mean, you got to eat the dang vegetables, so do whatever we got to do to make it happen.
Yes.
That's my opinion.
Yes, and along those lines, like, you can add fat, or you can add a spice.
Okay.
Like salt or some kind of Greek seasoning, or that everything but the bagel. That is like the best seasoning ever.
That surprised me. My husband, when I first met him, he put salt on all his vegetables. And I'm like, that's horrible. Like, you shouldn't do that. Yeah. And he's like, why wouldn't you?
It makes it taste better.
Put seasoning on your... And then he always ate his vegetables. Yeah. And this is back when I was heavier and I never did.
Yeah.
But once I realized how right he was by putting, like you said, a hot sauce or spice...
Yeah. I know.
Then you'll eat it.
I know.
That's the whole point, is to eat the vegetables, not to be all perfect about it.
Yeah, like I would sit there. This is a little habit, a healthy habit my family does, is fresh tomatoes and cucumbers. We used to get them out of the garden. They'd slice them up just on their own. They don't like, doesn't sound that appealing, but we would put salt each piece as we ate it. And
then it tastes better.
It tasted great.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, yes.
And, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And definitely explore different ways. I hear people say, I don't like vegetables. I always say, well, how many different ways have you cooked them?
Yeah.
Because for me, I feel like there's a huge difference between raw, broiled, grilled, fried, steamed, stir fry, whatever. Huge differences.
Yeah. Like, I don't like mushrooms raw, but they're amazing fried in butter or grilled.
As with everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even on your barbecue.
Yeah.
Like grilled eggplant. Hello.
It's
delicious.
So good that way. Grilling anything, I think, is better.
But just not giving up, not saying, I don't like this.
Yeah.
You got to try a different way.
And then if you put a little oil on it and then a little spice, so you combine all the things.
Combine it all.
Yeah, a grilled, buttered, and peppered eggplant. How yummy.
That's my whole philosophy of Dirty Lazy Keto. That's it.
I think
Number 2, that's it.
Okay.
Done.
Number 3. Yes.
This one's funny too, though. I like this one.
This is part of my problem, is I'm lazy.
Well, we are the Dirty Lazy Girl podcast.
I know. But you know what? There are lazy shortcuts that'll take away your excuse.
So, let's do it. Like, what's a good lazy shortcut?
Well, buy the dang veggies already cut up on a platter.
Hello.
Yeah.
You don't even have company come and just buy it for yourself.
You just throw it in and you just reach in and there's nothing to do.
That way you don't have to prep it.
Yeah.
It's done.
And you think, it's more expensive, or I just do that for company, but it's actually not that bad. The price is, if you compare
your health,
that,
you're worth it, girlfriend.
Yes.
You buy yourself that platter.
Yes.
And if you don't have the fresh ones, open a can.
I love canned green beans. Don't
we
you?
were both talking about that. I was
I
at
grew
the
up on
store
it.
this morning. I was walking the canned food aisle, and I love those. And they even have them sometimes now in plastic cups with a peel-off lid for work.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's fresh, people.
No, it doesn't.
Stop judging yourself.
No, and don't believe people. They say, "Oh, it's not as healthy." You still get a really good amount of fiber, vitamins.
It's
minerals.
better than chips.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yes.
Right?
It's so much better.
If your vegetable is frozen in a can, if it's pre-washed, if it's ready for the microwave, bagged lettuce,
do it.
All
also,
that is more likely for you to eat it.
Have you discovered those steam bags?
Oh, yes.
Those are...
You don't even open the bag.
No.
You just open the microwave.
Yes. And toss
and press 500.
Yes.
Done.
It is amazing. I mean, there's no excuse.
You know how we talked about my freezer?
Yes.
I have like 20 bags of those in my freezer. That's my thing. Like when I'm starving and about to kill someone because I'm so hungry, I throw one of those in. Yeah. 5 minutes later, I'm eating steamed cauliflower with butter
and also,
salt.
Too, sometimes I'm not a super big meat eater, and like a chicken breast sounds really boring, but you can beef it up with just throw a bunch of vegetables with it, and to me, that makes it taste.
Then you can eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's another weird tip. This is one of mine, which y'all know about my celery issues, but start early. Yeah. If you start eating vegetables first thing in the morning, which sounds kind of strange.
Yes.
You're more likely to have the impact, the health benefits all day long.
You'll have more energy. You'll feel better.
You'll go poop.
You won't be starving.
You won't be starving. You won't have the weird ups and downs with the blood sugar.
Yes. But, okay, do we really want to eat cauliflower in the morning?
Maybe. What do you have for breakfast?
Well, this one I learned when I was, some runners were saying they eat salad in the morning before they run, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And I tried it, and it's good.
You do you.
I mean, so I eat salads for breakfast, as weird as that is. I'll have my leftover tuna or chicken and throw it on some spinach leaves, and it's delicious.
It is. When I was on the Today Show, one of the meals that I made was egg bites with all my leftover vegetables from the week.
Isn't that great?
And they're fabulous. Yeah. Eggs with vegetables are easy. Yeah. You can saute it. You can microwave it. Whatever. It's
omelets.
Done. Omelets.
You can just stuff a whole omelet full of really yummy veggies.
Or a smoothie. Throw in cups of spinach.
Yeah, for sure. Smoothies you want.
But either way, this one makes me laugh. But when I eat vegetables for breakfast, I feel like a badass.
You are a badass.
Well, I feel good.
Yeah.
And then I'm even emotionally more likely to treat myself better the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like I take good care of myself.
Yes.
I feel strong, powerful, confident. Like I am so cool. It's like going to the dentist. Like you feel good about yourself.
Yeah. Because you did this really great thing for yourself. Mm-hmm. You won't regret it.
Never.
No. Okay. Another challenge, but one we can overcome, is what we're calling veggies to go. Because we think we can't eat vegetables like I know you're in your car a lot, and I'm running around between classes all day, and I use the excuse, well, I can't, I need to refrigerate the veggies or, some excuse like that. But actually, there are ways to make vegetables portable.
So what do you do?
Well, there's a couple things. Those little plastic containers that you talked about, you can get little lids. Like they're like the ones restaurants give you ketchup and ranch in, when you to go. I buy those and I'll fill it full of my little dips and then cut up some veggies, and they hold up really well for the day. I don't even have to refrigerate. Like if you have celery and cucumbers and mushrooms, they'll be fine. And then I throw a little plastic thing of dip. So that's how I take them on the go. But you can also dehydrate them and make like veggie chips. And then the other idea I had was, and you see a lot of this on Pinterest, those little veggie or salads in a mason jar. And you can make them ahead like a whole week of little different salads you put in a mason jar. And then they're totally portable.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys already know about my celery that I take in my... I do actually, I measured the other day. I eat approximately a pound of celery a day. That is the most embarrassing thing I've ever admitted out loud. So there you go.
It works.
And you know what I like about it is it doesn't stink.
No.
Okay, and it's portable.
Yeah.
This is important. I was prepping for this episode, and I thought, why do I like celery? Guess why? Because it lasts a long time and it doesn't smell. I've tried bringing broccoli in my car or even cauliflower, and it starts to turn moldy and it stinks and it's embarrassing. I also like the fact that celery and also zucchini, for that matter, it's easier to prep. I can get it washed and ready to leave my house in seconds. I can even take it in a suitcase. I do bring salt. I have a salt shaker in my car. That is another embarrassing tip I'm going to admit to our listeners.
Here's a more embarrassing one. I steal the little portable salt things.
I do that too.
From fast food or
I got them in my purse, my backpack, my work bag. And if I don't have one, I freak out. I will go anything for salt. So that's number 5.
And you know what's great about celery? I'll just add, I like the crunchy texture of it.
It's delicious. Stress-free.
Somebody told me if you're angry, you'll want crunchy foods.
That's what I do. I must be very angry because I eat it all day long. Me too. I will do zucchini, though. That's a good backup.
I like zucchini.
And it doesn't get in your teeth. You don't want to have the broccoli teeth. Because that's embarrassing.
It's cheap. I don't know. In the valley here, it's like really cheap.
It's like $1.
I know. It's great.
So when in doubt, if you can't do the veggies to go. Also think about just swapping out all of your like white flourish type carbs for a veggie.
You and your keto, the Dirty Lazy Keto Facebook have really enlightened me and given me some really great ideas about how to do the carb swap. Like there's some really innovative,
pretty simple, right?
Cool things people are doing. Like you made that pizza crust with chicken. Like who
knew? And I mean it's not that hard. You can swap out cauliflower or broccoli. All sorts of weird things for flour.
Addicted to the cauliflower mashed potatoes right now.
Oh, they're so good.
And you can buy it already made.
Already done.
Like I don't even have to try to mash it myself.
Easy. Make it convenient.
And
I buy a lot of the frozen zoodles. You know, the zucchini noodles.
Those are
great.
And
they're not hard to make.
No.
But I'm lazy. So I've been buying them at Costco.
Yeah, who wants to try to spiral those things?
I really don't. And I bought the spiralizer and I don't use it.
And now they have a bunch of different kinds of noodles, like not just zucchini.
Oh yeah.
They have eggplant, carrot, and
I have not tried
shiitake mushroom noodles.
Oh, those are the worst. Do not buy
tried those yet.
Oh no, the shirataki.
Yeah,
those are terrible.
Something
they smell like
are they bad?
Yeah.
But say, try it out.
Yeah.
Like noodle alternatives, we have pizza crust alternatives, cauliflower, like mashed potatoes. I tried the other day to make fried rice with riced cauliflower. It was delicious.
It's really good. And put an egg on top too. Or some leftover pork or chicken.
Yeah.
Make it like a fried rice.
Yeah. And little veggies in there.
Throw it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I'm at buffets, Tamara, this is kind of a weird trick that I always think everybody knows this stuff, but maybe not. Like I eat Indian food a lot, and instead of using rice or naan, I just put a bed of lettuce down and put my sauce on top.
Yeah. And
I do that same thing with Thai food. Whenever I order a green curry chicken, for example, I'll ask for a bed of lettuce, which is very cheap, or cabbage, and then just pour my sauce on top of that.
I mean, lettuce wrap anything.
Lettuce it up.
Yeah, as the base. I did that the other day with chili because, like normally I'd want to put it on like a bed of cornbread.
Okay.
So instead I made like a bed of lettuce. It was delicious.
And it slows down the eating.
It does.
That is my secret weapon to slowing myself from eating too much.
Yes.
Throwing in as much vegetables as humanly possible.
Yes. So taking your carbs, things that you would normally be, like instead of a tortilla or a pizza crust, there's all these cool alternatives.
Find a vegetable alternative. Yeah. Well, you mentioned earlier about being more exotic and adventurous. You said about using your hot sauce.
Yes.
So that's a really creative idea, too.
Yeah. I think you should try new things with your vegetables.
I found a spice earlier this year. I'll probably say it wrong, but it's furikake.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Hawaiian, like, seaweed type.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
I have that. It's really
I love that.
Yes. And it has, like... Is it sesame seeds?
It's like seaweed or
it's like this cool
garlic,
little mix.
Salt.
Yeah.
And even wasabi, Tamara, I had never had that till recently.
Yeah.
Delicious.
There's a lot of Asian spices like nori, which is not a spice, but it's seaweed. It's dried seaweed, which I know some of you are scared by that.
But trying these things has opened my eyes. Like even Cajun flavors or Worcester sauce.
Yes.
These things wake up the food to make the vegetables taste better.
And if you don't like the first one, keep trying.
Keep going.
Like
my husband loves sriracha and everything. Yeah. He's like a hot sauce guy.
Yeah.
But it
Why
makes
not?
the food taste good.
Yeah, exactly. And try new veggies, exotic veggies. Like, I don't know if this is exotic or not, but some people think bok choy. I love bok choy.
And it's so filling. And it's
so
inexpensive
good.
too, huh?
Jicama is another favorite of mine that's the underused.
It is underused. Hard to
Yeah.
peel.
It
You know,
is-
radishes are mine.
Yeah, you
Who knew? A radish can become a boiled potato if you cook it long enough with enough salt and butter.
I know, and
It's amazing.
You were telling me that you could make like a potato salad using radishes.
You can use
I
radishes for
cannot wait
everything.
To try that.
Twice baked potatoes with radishes, stir fry,
Wow.
hash browns. I put a hash brown recipe
Wow.
in the Dirty Lazy Keto cookbook.
Yeah, and I'm not one who necessarily loves radishes, but
Nobody does.
but me-
Let's get real here. No one has eaten a radish since like 1970 until we came up with this idea to put butter and salt and fry the heck out of it.
yeah.
Now
Or
it's
these-
become a hash brown.
Yeah. So explore, and don't be afraid to try. There's, all our grocery stores have these new exotic vegetables now.
We need to branch out, people.
I mean, you can get
The benefits are endless.
jackfruit and all these things you've never heard of.
I had a friend who did that for a New Year's resolution. Once a week at the grocery store, she'd pick on a new vegetable.
Wow.
Isn't that cute?
That's
And she was like a
amazing.
teen, like a young person.
Wow.
She wasn't trying to lose weight. She just wanted to live life.
Yeah, I
thought you
love
go,
that.
girl.
I
That's a good
love
tip.
that. That's awesome. All right, well, we got to do our final hacks, but why don't we take a final break first?
Okay. Listeners, you can see I take my vegetable eating very seriously. If you need more ideas like I'm sharing here today, check out the newly released #1 low-carb diet book on Amazon, The Dirty Lazy Keto Cookbook, Bend the Rules to Lose the Weight. You'll find the honest recipes that helped fuel my 140-pound weight loss, available in stores everywhere, like Costco and Target and Walmart, and also on dirtylazyketo.com/books.
Awesome.
So what's your hack, Tamara?
Well, since I'm lazy about veggies,
Aren't we all? We're the dirty, lazy girls.
this tip changed my life, which is to take the vegetables out of the vegetable drawer. Don't even use that because it hides it away and you don't see it. And the next time I look, it's rotted. So now I put my pre-cut up veggies.
Purchase from the tray.
Yes, I put it right smack dab in the high shelf in the middle where it's super easy and where I'll see it. And it does make a huge difference. I do eat it more and I will grab. Actually, the kids do since I've been doing that. Like I noticed my daughter the other day, I went in there and half the vegetables were gone. And I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I had vegetables. I'm like, literally, because we changed the position of it, everybody's eating more vegetables.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Tamara, I get a lot of funny emails from people who they're kind of curious. They want to try Dirty Lazy Keto to lose weight, but then they tell me they don't like vegetables. And they always say, what do I do?
Yeah.
So this is what I write back. You're right. Vegetables probably don't taste as good as cake and chips.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds kind of snotty, but it's the damn truth.
It is the truth.
Why are we expecting them to taste like chips and cake and desserts?
No.
They don't.
They're different.
They're different.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like a grown-up thing. My husband taught me this, really. He's like, no, sometimes things that are good for us don't taste good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't want to eat them then. So, so I said, I will figure out a way to make them taste good to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I just want to reiterate to people on the podcast is that adding fat, adding flavor,
Yeah.
make them taste good to you and stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. If you need hot sauce on every vegetable you eat, then put
Go
the
for
freaking
it.
hot sauce on it. If you need salt and butter or ghee or coconut oil or whatever, then do it. There's
it.
nothing wrong with that. It'll make you feel happier, fuller, all the benefits that we talked about.
Exactly. I love that.
And it's not just about losing weight. It's about feeling good and all the health benefits, right, that come with it.
Yes. And I think that's one thing that annoys me about a lot of us. I have to eat my vegetables because it's good for me. But it's beyond that. It's, it's...
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about preventing cancer and having good teeth and bones.
I mean, these are things that change your life forever. And it's such a tiny change. This is easy. Like, you don't have to go on some, egg fast.
Or cleanse.
Yeah.
Or detox.
Yeah.
Or any of that crazy stuff.
Just, I'm telling you, bump up your vegetables and you will be amazed at how much better you feel.
Amazing. The benefits go way beyond weight loss to managing chronic health conditions, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I mean, really, eating the vegetables, romancing the vegetables, falling in love with the vegetables.
Yes.
They're going to help you to lead in a more amazing life full of energy and good health. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Dirty Lazy Girl podcast.
And don't forget to visit dirtylazyketo.com, where you can join the conversation and gain access to all kinds of free content to help you on your dirty lazy journey.
If you enjoyed today's podcast, consider supporting us by subscribing, rating, and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts.
Be sure to stay tuned for our next Dirty Lazy Girl podcast, where we give you even more tips and support.
You don't have to be perfect to be successful.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.